My name is Lucky Arctic Gem. I'm an Arctic wolf, and I am treated with great respect. One day, a non-member came up to me and asked, "Let's be buddies." They sent me a buddy request. I thought about it, and suddenly I replied, "No, you're a loser." I saw that the animal was a wolf, with the deadly-looking eyes and all the black colors. I'm guessing it was a guy because his name was Captain Von Wolf. He stared at me with his dark eyes. I looked back at him, looking frightened. "You made a mistake," Captain whispered. I laughed loudly. "Haha, what kind of mistake did I make?" Blood started coming out of his eyes. "You don't know what you did." I chuckled and walked away. The black wolf snickered. "You'll see what mistake you have done." The next day, I logged onto Animal Jam and saw that my den was covered in blood. Everything was black. Shadows were haunting me, and I looked around, astonished and scared. I heard a faint laugh, and I decided to walk towards it. I felt unsafe, so I walked back in my room. My elephant plushie was black and bloody. So was my bed. I was frightened. I closed my eyes, but then I felt a small paw on my fur. I looked up. "Captain?" I said quietly. "You have been treated with respect, but non-members have been treated unfairly. You're one of those sick, cruel-hearted members. Now it's time for you to die." I started to shake. He grabbed me by the neck and immediately started to choke me. I kicked him off of me and ran. The door suddenly closed. I looked behind me. He was standing there, looking at me with his dark eyes. I showed him my sharp teeth. "You want to fight?" I challenged. He laughed, louder and louder. "You're so foolish," he yelled. Suddenly, he disappeared. I looked around to find him, but then he stabbed me with his sharp claws. My cheek is where he struck me. I fell on the ground, crying. He started to grab a knife and cut my arms and legs off. I winced in pain and screamed as loud as I could. No one could hear me because I was the only jammer on, along with Captain. I yelled out, "Help!" Still nobody came. He laughed and smiled. "You think you can get help? Ha! You're pathetic. You're pathetic. No one can help you now." In a flash, my best friend burst through the door and smiled at me. She was a snow leopard. She punched and kicked Captain until he fell dead on the ground. My BFF princess picked me up and took me to care. I now always treat non-members with respect, no matter what. The end. Remember to always treat non-members with respect, no matter what. Remember.